Alright, so I'm going to give a quick just update on the World Tour, just give a quick little run through of the opening moments, just to give the community a little idea of what I've been working on. So, because we're in our debug build, we can access World Tour right here, and yeah, let's get going. Just so you know, there's going to be some debug UI and things, and stuff is a little rocky, you know, I'm still very much working on this mode, so let's take a look, shall we? And I'll read the dialogue as well here. Today marks the beginning of your new life. Fed up with your old life, you spent the last of your money on an apartment in a new city and a one-way bus ticket. You've decided to follow your dream of becoming a world-famous musician. Of course, it's not going to be easy, but you feel like you have to try. As you start to drift to sleep, you begin to daydream about the future. Suddenly, you're jolted out of your daze as the bus comes to a stop. It looks like you've arrived. You can see your contact standing on the platform checking his watch. You start to become nervous. You take a deep breath and stand up, heart racing as you step outside into the beautiful sunny weather. And just like that, your musical journey has now begun. About time you rolled in. This guy's name is Micah. Did your bus blow a tire or something? Ha! No need to get defensive, I'm just pulling your leg. Though, it looks like you're carrying more dreams than cash. And yeah, this menu is not complete, but you know, you've got a dialogue choice here. That obvious, or I'm here to play? I'm here to play. Hey, look at you, quite the eager beaver, are we? I know you're new to this scene, so I'll show you what's what around here before we get to jamming. Around here, music opens doors, but doors still like being paid. First things first, what do you play? So here's some debug menu stuff I was talking about. So you get to choose your starting instrument. From a list of instruments here, we're going to pick the clarinet. Here's a little screen that's not quite complete, but gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. You play clarinet? Nice. That'll get you through a song or two, but before long, you'll need some bandmates. But let's take it one step at a time. For starters, I'll meet you over on the street corner. Don't keep me waiting, alright? And we get our first task. So get through a song. Deadline is day 1 morning, and we'll get fame. So yeah, this is your sort of world map view. So you can see on the top here, we've got the current time, how much money you got, fame, and a little, I guess, tier. And we've got our task over here as well. So we can go to the other places, and Micah will just deflect you to go to the street corner. So it's the only thing we can do. So let's go. No venue, no problem. Street corners don't ask for a resume. Play something simple, keep your hat open, and see who stops. It may not be the stardom you're looking for, but we all have to start somewhere. Plus, you're basically broke. Alright, it'll be a bit lame if you're playing a cappella, so whenever you busk, you'll use your stereo. Any background instruments will be automatically filled in. You can play any part with your starter instrument. It just might not sound the same if you play a tuba part with your clarinet. And you can say no, or you can go ahead and do it. And it says here, time will advance 1 segment. So I'll have an icon here for that. Right now it just tells you in text. But we'll go ahead and get started. All right, let's see what the street makes of you. Pick any song. You can't go wrong. And that'll load into our beautiful song selection that you know very well. And you can see there's a couple new things added. So there's a little... Oh, ha! Little bug here, not enough bandies. That's just ignore that. So it shows you here how many parts are actually in the song, and that'll come into play a little bit later. So let's just pick one. Let's go with one of the new ones. Let's see, Last Boss. I like the final boss ones. Let's do this one. It's not too long. Oh right, and so yeah, you can see there's a clash in UI here, but it tells you that the part that you're choosing will be replaced with your clarinet because that's all you have. Let's do the flute. That seems pretty close to clarinet. There is a clarinet part, but it's only got 10 notes, so, you know, we'll do the flute. Move my mouse. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is hard. Oh gosh. Whoop. You can hear that that's not a flute, even though the flute icon's right there. This is actually the clarinet, so it does revoice the instrument to what you've got. Also, just noticed my score is maxed out. That's interesting. Was it even going up? I'll have to watch the playback. That might be a bug. Alright, we get our score. Now, you won't get jam rating, even though it is showing up right now. Jam rating won't be part of World Tour, even though I just got a point. Jam rating is purely for free play, and yeah, so this will be hidden. And yeah, from here, so you can't go back to the song list because we're, you know, in the middle of a busk, so all you can do is return to Tour. And that'll give you your recap here. This should not appear over this, so that's a bug. Shows you your score, how much money you got, how much fame you got, and your totals on the bottom here. So we got 10 fame, 29 money, 95% up there, not bad at all. The hat's heavier and a few more folks know your face now. And our task was complete. So it says we got plus fame here, but this doesn't actually happen yet. I haven't implemented rewards for tasks just yet, so it just goes to a little blank screen here because nothing was actually rewarded for that. Busking is all well and good, but if you want to perform as a band, you'll need, well, a band. Head over to the job center next. I'll see you there. And we get a new task, hire Nova at the job center. Probably shouldn't say hire Nova because we don't even know who Nova is yet, but that's what it is. So we can go ahead and go over, if we go to the other places, you know, Micah will deflect you. So yeah, all we can do is go to the job center, and if we try to, you know, go to the other screens, it's just going to say go to manage bandmates. The job center also allows you to recruit bandmates, also called bandies. Bandies form the backbone of your band. They will perform the instruments you don't. Bandies have various stats and skills that you'll have to manage, but we'll talk more about that later. I see a pretty desperate looking bandie over there, pretending not to notice us. Perhaps we should talk to her before she explodes? Hey there, you looking for a band? This one's looking to hire. Wait, really? I mean, yeah, totally. I'm extremely ready, mostly ready, ready adjacent. Put me in, coach, I won't let you down. Well, I don't see why not. At this point, you're pretty strapped for cash and fame. What's the harm? And we can hire or don't hire. She's crying. Cool, cool, I'll be here casually, not at all desperately. So you have to hire her so you can go through this conversation again. You can fire her later, but for now you gotta hire her. Yay, I'm a band member. I have a band. This is real and I am calm. Alright, task complete. We got a band member, a bandie. Bandies only get paid when you actually bring them to a show. Next up, let's dive into how to practice with your bandies. And we got another task, practice with your band. So we can leave. It should say at the music studio up here, but it doesn't. But yeah, you need to go to the music studio. Again, deflect back to practice room. This is the practice room prep screen. Here you can prepare a practice session with your bandies. Since it's just Nova right now, go ahead and select the first slot. So we do that. From here, you can select which bandies will participate in the session. Go ahead and select Nova. And you can see there's a little thing that shows that she's going to lose 6 stamina for this practice. Now that Nova is added, take a look at her stamina. While practice isn't as draining as performing in an actual show, it still takes a minor toll on bandies. Press the face north. This will be an icon. It just says face north right now. Button to assign the instruments she'll practice with for this session. So we can do that. And we got a big list of instruments here. You can see Nova's skill level with every instrument here. You decide what bandies practice with in a session. You can skill up favorites or start working on ones they aren't experienced with. So we can look at every single one. You can see there's a lot of duplicates. This makes me realize, like, yeah, I gotta get specific icons for each one. Like, these are all the different saxophones, and they all share the same icon, which is a bit... it's okay in the song list where it shows the actual name, but here... it's a bit confusing, like which one am I actually choosing? Anyways, I won't go too far into that. So you can see she's level 1 with drums, and she has 1 level in this is acoustic bass. So we can choose those. I think this is steel drums, which, yeah, anyways, this is confusing. I need to fix this. So we'll select drums. You can select up to 3 instruments. Just note that if you select more than one, gained XP will be shared evenly among choices. You're ready to start. If you'd like to select more instruments, go for it. When you're done, go back to the prep screen. So we'll just keep drums for now, but you can do up to 3. Now that you're prepped and ready to go, you can start the session anytime. Note that practicing with the band will take some time. It's afternoon now, so it'll be nighttime when this session's over. You can see afternoon up here. Press the start practice session button to get started. So we will go, you can try to go back in, it's going to deflect you to go here. So this is a very on-rails sort of tutorial section. So let's get started. And this is fully debug UI. This is like totally, I haven't even, yeah. This is your practice timeline. During practice, bandies will often ask you for your guidance. Answer well based on the situation and their personality, and you may get a bonus to XP or special events may occur. Let's get started. And the timeline will go. You can hold the right shoulder button to speed it along. When you hit these little checkpoints, these will be the portraits of the bandies here. But it'll do a little dialogue event. Okay, count me in. Where do you want me to sit in the mix? And you have some options. So these will dictate sort of the bonus, or if there's a beneficial result. So we can say, I don't know, let's keep it simple, lock with the kick. Got it, let's keep going. So she's happy, so we probably picked the right one. And yeah, we'll just speed it along here. My hands are still cold, talk me through the groove. And again, we got 3 options. One will be good, one will be not as good, and one will be neutral. There'll never be a bad one here. So they're always gonna either do nothing or give you a benefit. Let's say, listen first, enter when it feels honest. Yeah, I think we got it. So she's smiling. Got it. Let's keep going. And we can just speed through. So you can also get these special events. None of them appeared here. It's random. But you can get those too. All right, and we got a little recap. There's a thing here that shouldn't even appear. There's no score. But you did see that the experience went up. We lost a little bit of stamina. We got a little bit of bond. So that's cool. And we completed our task, so we practiced with our band. And again, it's gonna go to nothing because the rewards aren't implemented. Not bad for a first rehearsal. You're not ready for a festival, but you're ready for a room. A room with actual strangers? Cool, 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 cool. The Bottle Cap Bar. It's a tiny stage, but it's an open-minded crowd. Head over when you're ready. I'll meet you there. And then we get our task here. Perform at the open mic at the bar. So we'll leave. Yep, and we got our task up there. So it actually does tell you go to the bar this time. So we'll go to the bar. No portrait for this guy, but he will eventually have one. You're the street musician people were talking about? I got a short slot tonight. Crowd's small, but they'll listen. Tonight's crowd is into something chill and playful. Bring the wrong vibe and they'll still clap. Probably. So that vibe thing, not implemented yet, but this is where the venue system will slot in. And yeah, we can go ahead and say I'm in. All right, you're up. It's a small room, but make it count. Pick your tune. So now we'll go back to the song selection. And this is where you'll see a number of differences. So that indicator showing how many parts, that was made specifically for this. So this requires 5 parts. We don't have enough hands to play that. All right, we've only got 1 bandy. And although bandies can play up to 3 parts, they can play 3 and you as the player can play 1, so that's only 4. So any song that you can't actually perform, like you won't be able to pick it here. right? If you try to pick it, it's just gonna not let you go in. You can see there the little thing shows you that. And then so all the ones that you can pick are colored in, the rest are sort of grayed out. So let's do, well, we just practiced with drums, so why don't we pick one that has a drum part? This one does. Let's do this one. Move my mouse away. All right, and once we're in here, you can see there's a new icon on the instrument button that shows like there's no bandy assigned to it. So there's nothing on the screen that tells you this, but you can press the Y button or the triangle or the X on a Nintendo, and that'll let you assign a bandy to it. So as you can see here, it says she's assigned none. This is her skill level. She's not skilled with it, so the outlook playing this is bad. And you can see the stamina drain that's going to cost. So we'll select that. You can see her picture appears here, so she's performing that part. And we need to fill basically everything before we're allowed to actually perform it. So we'll give her electric bass as well. You can see that that's going to be 15 more stamina, so it's eating up her stamina. And we'll do the drums. So she's level 1, but still outlook is, not so good. All right, and we've got the clarinet, so we can play that part. Okay, and so this might look a little familiar to anyone who's played online. So I'm using a very similar system here. So the bandies that we'll be performing do appear here, and you will see their parts, and you'll hear their performance as well. So let's get started. And remember, Nova had a bad outlook on all 3 of these parts, so this might not sound great. We'll give it a shot. Oh yeah, there's a bug there. Yeah, that looks a little weird. Yeah, she's not doing too good. She's struggling. Oh, Nova. Poor Nova. So a big difference here versus online is in online it only shows hit or miss. Here it'll actually show good, bad, perfect. Oop, sorry, it's hard to talk and play. It'll show actually good, bad, perfect, miss, and they might even let go early on tails, like the sustain notes. So it's more like a real performance. All right, well, I mean, clearly, as expected, she's level 1 in drums, so she did better on drums, not so good on the other 2. Again, jam rating won't be a thing you'll be getting here. All right, and so we can go back to the World Tour. All right, well, so Nova got experience, which is good. She's almost level 2 on drums. That's pretty sweet. We got some money, we got some fame. We're down to $4. So we, because she did 3 parts, she charged 71, which is, almost all of our money. Her stamina's at half. She got some bond. So yeah, that's pretty cool. 70% up there. Crowd liked you. That's a start. And we completed our task. We performed. And that is essentially the end of what I've got so far. So that's, a big chunk of the core loop. Obviously, there's still more stuff to come. We're on day 2. We didn't see any sort of like time segment progression animations, which will obviously be there. You can do more busking to get more money. You can't do anything in the instrument shop yet. You'll be able to buy more instruments for yourself, so you can, perform more parts, or it won't revoice parts for you. And yeah, there'll be other things like you can do session gigs for other bands. You can do sort of odd part-time jobs, things like that. Lots of stuff still to come. But I hope, this gave you an idea of sort of what World Tour will end up looking like once it's, further along. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little look. Thanks. Talk to you next time. Keep on jamming.